Ordinary People stands as Judith Guest's inaugural novel, delving into the lives of an American family navigating the aftermath of two deeply troubling incidents. Originally published in 1976, the book earned acclaim, including the prestigious Janet Heidinger Kafka Prize. Its impact extended further with a cinematic adaptation helmed by Robert Redford, featuring a cast including Donald Sutherland, Mary Tyler Moore, Judd Hirsch, and Timothy Hutton. Guest's literary journey continued with works such as Second Heaven, 1982, Killing Time in St. Cloud, 1988, Errands, 1997, and The Tarnished Eye, 2004. Following the tragic loss of their eldest son, Buck, in a sailing mishap, the Jarrett family finds themselves grappling with turmoil once again when Conrad, the younger son, attempts suicide. Admitted to a mental health facility for 8 months, Conrad returns home to a household steeped in grief, with each family member coping in their own way. The narrative unfolds a month after Conrad's homecoming, shedding light on their individual struggles to reclaim a semblance of normalcy amidst their shared pain. Conrad suppresses his emotions, erupting in fits of anger when overwhelmed, while Beth, his mother, masks her sorrow with an obsession for perfection and escapism through travel. Cal, the father, yearns for connection and grapples with his fears for Conrad's well-being. Amidst this complex familial dynamic, each member embarks on a journey of self-discovery against the backdrop of a changed world. Conrad's attempts to reintegrate into daily life, including a return to school, highlight his ongoing battle with social withdrawal, a concern that weighs heavily on Cal. Encounters with classmates like Lazenby, his loyal friend, and Stillman, a less agreeable acquaintance, alongside the introduction of Janine Pratt, a new student, underscore Conrad's struggle to find his footing in a world that no longer feels familiar. Despite maintaining adequate grades, Conrad wrestles with a sense of inadequacy as he endeavors to regain a sense of normalcy. His performance in swimming has noticeably declined, drawing sharp criticism from the swim coach, Salon. Seeking refuge, Conrad immerses himself in choir practice, where he can shield his personal struggles from prying eyes. Despite his efforts to conceal his inner turmoil, Cal detects that Conrad remains distant and advises him to consult the doctor recommended to him. Skeptical of the doctor's potential to aid him, Conrad meets Dr. Berger, whose unconventional approach and affable demeanor contrast starkly with the impersonal doctors he encountered during his hospitalization. Opening up to Dr. Berger, Conrad expresses his desire to regain control over his life. Impressed by Dr. Berger's understanding, Conrad feels a sense of rapport and eagerly anticipates their future sessions. Feeling disconnected from his old friends, who serve as constant reminders of his late brother, Conrad seeks solace in reconnecting with Karen, a fellow patient from the hospital. Despite residing in a different town, Conrad is willing to commute to relish the comfort of familiarity. However, their reunion unfolds unexpectedly, leaving Conrad feeling unsettled yet hopeful as Karen encourages further contact. Frustrated by the relentless inquiries from his swim coach regarding his hospitalization, Conrad confides in Dr. Berger about his disdain for the team. Empowered by Dr. Berger's encouragement to prioritize his well-being, Conrad entertains the notion of leaving the swim team for the first time, granting himself the freedom to diverge from societal expectations. Meanwhile, tensions brew within the seemingly flawless facade of Cal and Beth's marriage. Beth's growing irritation with Cal's fretful demeanor and his tendency to divulge details of Conrad's struggles strains their relationship. Fearful that Conrad may perceive her lack of engagement, Beth wrestles with her own demons, exacerbating the strain on their marriage. Their disagreements escalate over holiday plans, with Cal reluctant to revisit the scene of last Christmas's distressing events in Florida, fearing they overlooked signs of Conrad's turmoil. Cal believes that, for Conrad's well-being, they should forego holiday travel and instead plan a trip for spring. However, Beth yearns for an escape to restore a semblance of normalcy to their lives. Despite their initial intentions, they remain home, leading to simmering resentment from Beth towards Cal. Meanwhile, Conrad opts to keep his decision to quit the swim team from his parents, as he slowly carves out his own path and explores his interests. As Christmas approaches, Cal takes Conrad to select a real Christmas tree, a decision that offers a rare moment of clarity for him. Even Beth, despite her aversion to the messiness of real trees, concedes to its charm before leaving them to decorate alone. However, upon her return, tension escalates when she discovers Conrad's deception about his after-school activities, leading to a heated confrontation. Conrad lashes out at Beth, airing grievances about her absence during his hospitalization, prompting him to question her care for him and suggesting she return to Europe. Unable to bridge the growing chasm between them, Beth sends Cal to console Conrad, leaving him to ponder the uncertain future of their family dynamics. Seeking guidance, Conrad confides in Dr. Berger about the altercation, expressing his certainty of Beth's animosity towards him. In response, Dr. Berger offers perspective, suggesting that Beth's love may be limited by her own capacity. He cautions Conrad against suppressing his emotions, warning of potential outbursts. Encouraged by Dr. Berger to explore his romantic interests, Conrad musters the courage to ask out his crush, Janine, an endeavor that proves successful as they embark on a budding relationship. Meanwhile, concerns voiced by Cal's law partner, Ray, highlight the toll Conrad's struggles are taking on Cal's well-being, prompting a realization of neglect felt by Beth. In an effort to reconcile, Cal arranges a golfing trip to Texas for him and Beth, aiming to mend their strained relationship. Conrad, showing significant improvement, stays with his grandparents during their absence. While Beth enjoys herself, Cal insists on open communication. However, Beth feels suffocated by Cal's attention, expressing a desire to sweep their problems under the rug. She believes Conrad's suicide attempt was a form of punishment for her perceived inadequacies as a mother and harbors resentment, refusing to forgive him. Meanwhile, Conrad experiences a period of strength and progress in his life. His relationship flourishes, and he learns to brush off negative remarks with newfound resilience. However, his world is shattered upon learning of Karen's suicide, triggering a flood of traumatic memories from his hospitalization, self-harm, and Buck's death. In a state of panic, Conrad reaches out to Dr. Berger, leading to a breakthrough in therapy. Confronted with the need to forgive not only Beth, but also himself, Conrad grapples with misplaced guilt over Buck's accidental death. Dr. Berger highlights Conrad's struggle with identity, stemming from the loss of his brother as a role model, urging him to embrace his own path. Finally allowing himself to confront his emotions, Conrad takes a crucial step towards healing. As Beth retreats to Europe indefinitely to cope with her grief, Cal informs Conrad of their decision to sell the house, uncertain of when Beth will return. Despite the uncertainty, Cal and Conrad forge a newfound connection, marking a significant moment of understanding between them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.